The Philadelphia 76ers, over the first two games of the NBA playoffs, have looked like one of the most complete teams in all of basketball, already taking a commanding 2-0 lead over the new-look Nets team. However, with that being said, there are still two crucial games coming up in Brooklyn that Philadelphia will need to come out and, approach with the same mindset. However, in Game 2, the 76ers played a great second half of basketball in which they made a come-from-behind victory while playing some amazing defense. Philadelphia won this game 96-84. And yes, you heard me correct. They only allowed 84 points in a modern-day NBA playoff game. Now, there was a couple of key reasons why the 76ers won this game, and in this video, I'll be breaking down the three major factors that led the 76ers to such a much-needed win over the Brooklyn Nets just last night. However, before we jump into today's video, make sure you guys smash that like button. It helps out the channel so much, so let's see if we can get the video up to 400 likes. Also, subscribe to the channel if you're new. I will be covering the 76ers and the rest of the NBA all playoffs long, so join the family. And one last thing, comment down below, who do you believe is the most underrated player on this 76ers team right now? And without any further ado, let's jump right into today's video. So like I said before, the 76ers came out here and earned a hard-fought win to give them a comfortable 2-0 lead in this series heading into Brooklyn. Now, Game 2 was very important because it seemed like throughout the first half of this game, the Nets team was going to shock the world. It seemed like they came out here strong. I'm pretty sure the first quarter it was 25-25, and then Brooklyn outscored them by 5 points, giving them a 5-point lead going into halftime. But everything was pointing in the direction that the 76ers just didn't have enough to win this game. I mean, they only scored 19 points in the second quarter, and that's just not enough to get the job done. But in the second half, they did do enough to, take care of business here in Philadelphia before heading onto the road to go to Brooklyn. Now, the first major factor for the 76ers win was Tyrese Maxey, man. Stars are being born in these playoffs between Maxey and Mikal Bridges, but in this game, Maxey won the battle. In a game where James Harden disappeared for most, offensively, mostly James Harden was not involved, but Maxey took this opportunity and ran with it. Not only is Maxey getting better and better each and every single day that goes by, but he is slowly becoming the second best player on this team. Now, no disrespect to James Harden, he's still so impactful and vital to this team by the way he passes the ball, and he's one of the best passers in all of basketball today. Now, Maxey has shown some unbelievable instincts and skill for putting the ball in the basket. In this game, Tyrese Maxey was insane, putting up 33 points and 3 rebounds, shooting an incredible 13 of 23 from the field and 6 of 13 from the three-point line. There are absolutely eye-opening numbers by Tyrese Maxey, a young guard who is just now getting into rhythm at a perfect time. Watch out, NBA. If Maxey can find some sort of consistency in these playoffs, this could get very scary for everybody around them. Now, moving into our second major factor for the 76ers, this game was, very difficult because the Nets decided they wanted to double Embiid every time he touched the ball, and he was forced to contribute in other ways, and he did just now, or he just did just that. However, not only did Embiid step up big, but Tobias Harris also did, leading them to be, or leading them, as a second major factors, Joel Embiid and Tobias Harris. Now, this game was very low scoring, as we know, but the 76ers needed whatever they could get, and Tobias Harris came out right away and made a huge impact in Game 2. At this point in Tobias' career, I feel like he's very underrated, and sometimes people are sleeping on his ability to turn up when it matters the most because he's overshadowed by guys like Joel Embiid, James Harden, and Tyrese Maxey. But in this game, Tobias Harris was just as important as anyone else, ending this game with 20 points, 12 rebounds, and 2 assists, but scoring 8 of 14 from the field and just having a very reliable, scoring night. And listen, I know a lot of people hate on Tobias Harris's game. He's kind of, taking a step back as what he once was, but man, he is still a very reliable scorer and defender for this team, and was one of the main reasons they only allowed 84 points yesterday. Now, going back to Joel Embiid, he was forced out of his comfort zone early in this game and wasn't really able to hop onto his, scoring bag. but he knew that he had to get his teammates involved early and often. Every time the defense would send a blindside double team, Embiid had the awareness and felt it, finding his teammates all night long. The ball movement was amazing for Philadelphia, and they looked good all night long. And that starts with Joel Embiid, finishing this game with 20 points, 19 rebounds, and 7 assists, shooting 6 of 11 from the field. And it's crazy. He only took 11 shots. Joel Embiid only took 11 shots, but was still able to contribute in multiple different ways. 19 rebounds, 7 assists, absolutely an amazing night for Joel Embiid. He just continued to show me why he's the MVP of the league, and he also had 3 blocks and a steal as well. So when people say that Joel Embiid didn't have a good night last night because he didn't have 35 points, 45 points, he still was so impactful, and it was one of the biggest reasons why they still were able to win this game. And you know what? What makes Joel Embiid so good is his ability to adapt to the game around him, and he showed that just last night. Guys, smash that like button if you're enjoying the video so far. Subscribe for more NBA content, all playoffs, and comment down below who do you think was the biggest X factor in Game 2. Today's video is brought to you by ProClass, the absolute best place for you to take your game to the highest level. It's the first of its kind sports training and development platform where you can reach your highest potential by learning from some of the best athletes on the entire planet. Some of these guys include Damian Lillard, De'Aaron Fox, Allen Iverson, DeMar DeRozan, and so many more. And I have some great news to you guys. If you guys go use my code MattyDubs, you'll get 50% off hundreds of training videos, workouts, and drills, and you can get in the lab right now. So go check it out. Go steal some of the secrets from some of the top players in the world right now. And if you are interested in developing your skills at any level, if you play in middle school, high school, college, or if your goal is just to be a better athlete, a better basketball player, this is where you need to go. Nobody else does this. Go check them out, and you can learn, develop your skills at a fast pace, high speed level. Click the link in the description for instant access to all of the secrets in the world. And remember, using code MattyDubs will get you 50% off right now, so don't miss out on this offer. Now, the third major factor is strictly the way that this team played in the second half and led in almost every single major category. Now, when we break down all the stats of this game, the 76ers actually led in field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, free throw percentage, offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds, blocks, points off turnovers, fast break points, points in the paint, while having 10 more turnovers. Now, the fact the 76ers won this game, having a terrible game, kind of scares me. Having 19 turnovers and still winning by double-digit points is simply insane. But the 76ers did just that and seem to be heating up as we get deeper and deeper into the playoffs. However, the 76ers will need to be better offensively going into Brooklyn and potentially into round 2. 96 points may not be enough going forward. James Harden needs to be more aggressive going forward as well. We all know how dominant he can be when he wants to be, so I want to see James Harden kind of step up into his bag. He was 3 of 13 in Game 2. We need to see him improve. He had a total of 8 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists, but he did have 4 steals as well, which I think goes very underlooked when we look at his overall stat line. We think he had a bad game, but 4 steals is very good. 7 assists is very good as well. Harden did have a bad shooting night, but he overall impacted the game in a different level. Overall, man, this was a very interesting game here for both the 76ers and the Brooklyn Nets. Brooklyn only dropped 14 points in the third quarter. 14 points in the third quarter is absolutely absurd. The fact that the 76ers could stop them to 14 points is crazy. And when we look back, the Nets only shot 37% from the field and 31% from the three-point line. Absolutely incredible defense by the 76ers. Look for them to just keep getting better and better and try to sweep this season series so they can get some rest going into round 2 if they can, take care of business on the road. Guys, let me know what you guys think. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. Let me know what you guys think the 76ers need to do going into Game 3. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see you guys on the next video.